Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen wa la'aqibatul muttaqeen wa salatu wa salam ala rasulihi Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa labatihi wa sahbihi wa azwajihi ajma'een. Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'een. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Allahumma anfa'ni bima 'allamtani wa 'allimni ma yanfa'uni wa zidni 'ilman walhamdulillahi ala kulli hal. Amma ba'd, a'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Life of Ameerul Momineen Omer ibn Khattab radhiyallahu anhu. Episode 3. Demise of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam till becoming the second Caliph of Islam. Ya Akhwani, in 10th Hijriya, Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam performed his last Hajj. Then in 11th Hijri, in the month of Safar, he sallallahu alaihi wasallam sent an army against Romans under commandership of Usama bin Zayd radhiyallahu anhuma. But as Usama radhiyallahu anhu left Medina, Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam became ill. Day by day his health was worsening, even that he sallallahu alaihi wasallam couldn't lead Salah, and said Abu Bakr radhiyallahu anhu led Salah. The day Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam left this world, Abu Bakr radhiyallahu anhu was with him till morning. But as he saw him, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that he is now feeling little better, he went to his house which was in outside of Medina. But as Abu Bakr radhiyallahu anhu, went there, he heard that Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam has left this world. He came riding his horse as fast as he can, saw companion radhiyallahu anhu ajmaeen gathered in Masjid al-Nabi in big number. He radhiyallahu anhu instead went to the room of Sayyidah Aisha radhiyallahu anha, saw Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam lying there. Then came outside Umar ibn Khattab radhiyallahu anhu, who is famous for his glorious nature, couldn't trust the news of Prophet's demise. He drew his sword in his hand and was saying, "Whoever will say that Prophet is no more, I will chop off his head. Messenger of Allah has went to meet Allah like Prophet Moses went. He will come back and will not pass away until he will kill all hypocrites of Medina." Then Abu Bakr came outside of Sayyidah Aisha's room and saw Umar bin Khattab screaming with sword in his hand. So at first he tried to stop Umar, but he didn't listen. So he straight went and stood beside a member and started praising Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then started sermon that, "O humans, if anyone among you was worshipping Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, then know that he has passed away. But if you are worshipping Allah, then know that Allah is ever living." Then Sayyidina Abu Bakr recited the 144th ayah of Surah Al Imran. "Muhammad is not but a messenger. Other messengers have passed on before him. So if he was to die or be killed, would you turn back on your heels to unbelief? And he who turns back on his heels will never harm Allah at all, but Allah will reward the grateful." Umar radhiyallahu anhu, after this many times in his life, said that when Abu Bakr recited that verse, it was like I had heard that first time. Listening short sermon of Abu Bakr, Umar bin Khattab fell on his knees and started crying. After that, ghusl of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and janaza prayer and burial was taken. Between that happened the incident of Saqifa Banu Sada. I had briefly told that incident in the series of Abu Bakr radhiyallahu anhu, but here I will only tell the part of Sayyidina Umar radhiyallahu anhu. Ansars were gathered in Saqifa Banu Sada and were already planning about the successor of Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Sayyidina Umar radhiyallahu anhu, as listening this, took Sayyidina Abu Bakr with him to Saqifa Banu Sada, and on the way he also met Abu Ubaidah ibn al-Jarrah, whom he took with him. When these three Muhajireen radhiyallahu anhum reached there, they saw Ansars in a good number gathered to choose a caliph from them. There Abu Bakr delivered a wise sermon which shook Ansar radhiyallahu anhu. Then he said, "I request you that please be united and stand together. Save yourself from differences. I see your goodness in that you should give a bay'ah place to one of these people, Abu Ubaidah ibn al-Jarrah and Umar bin Khattab." Sayyidina Umar radhiyallahu anhu there stood and said at first, "May Allah don't show us that day that we select our leader other than you. You are more rightful than anyone among us. You have that honor to accompany Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam from beginning. You have gave your wealth in the way of Allah way more than others. You are best from Muhajireen and companion of Caliph. You lead Salah in the life of Rasulullah, and Salah is biggest pillar of Islam. Who has dared that he will cross you and become leader of Muslims? Move forward your hand so that I can give you my pledge." Abu Ubaidah ibn al-Jarrah also showed his feelings with almost same words and gave his bay'ah to Abu Bakr. And then Ansars also gave their bay'ah to Abu Bakr radhiyallahu anhu ajma'in. Rasulullah sallam left this word on Monday, and on Tuesday in Masjid al-Nabi all the Muslims gave their place to Abu Bakr radhiyallahu anhu and chose him the first leader, first Caliph of Islam. Sayyidina Abu Bakr radiallahu remained the Caliph for almost 2.5 years, and in his era many big steps and things happened. And in all that things, Sayyidina Umar radiallahu was by his side. Just after the demise of Prophet ﷺ, few became deniers of zakat, few claimed to be false prophets, and Sayyidina Abu Bakr radiallahu with the help of Allah and Iman in heart crushed them all, and in all matters, Sayyidina Umar bin Khattab radiallahu was with him. We can say that in the time of Sayyidina Abu Bakr, Sayyidina Umar radiallahu was his chief advisor, his closest friend who was always by his side in every matter of caliphate. But as time passed, Sayyidina Abu Bakr radiallahu realized that being a leader of Muslims is not a piece of cake. It needs a lot of things. It needs Iman. It needs courage. It needs willpower to make decisions. It needs to let people dislike you if it comes in matter of Allah and His Messenger. He thought that beside Umar, no one can take this responsibility. But first he wanted to counsel about him to different other companions radiallahu. Like he called Sayyidina Abdul Rahman bin Auf, then Sayyidina Usman radiallahu. Both almost gave same opinion that he is good and pious, but he is a little aggressive in nature. But Sayyidina Abu Bakr gave a brilliant reply to them that I know he is harsh in nature. He is aggressive, but he is only aggressive in things when he sees me being polite in some matters. And when I am aggressive in some matters, he becomes polite in that. And most importantly, when the burden of caliphate, burden of being leader of Muslims will fall upon his shoulders, then he will automatically become soft. After that, he called Sayyidina Usman and ordered him to write his will, in which Sayyidina Abu Bakr was about to announce the name. He fell unconscious. And Sayyidina Usman wrote the name of Sayyidina Umar on his own. And when Sayyidina Abu Bakr woke up, he asked Sayyidina Usman to read what he has written. And as he read the name of Umar, Sayyidina Abu Bakr screamed Allahu Akbar and said, May Allah bless you. Then he called people of Medina and Masjid Nabi. And then his will was read in front of them. Then Sayyidina Abu Bakr said, I have not chosen any of my relatives for the caliphate. Rather, I have chosen Umar ibn Khattab. Are you all agree? All replied, we agree. Then Sayyidina Abu Bakr called Sayyidina Umar privately and gave him some advices of life and hereafter. Wars in Sham and Iraq was going. And Masna ibn Harisa, one of the commanders of that war, had come to Medina to tell all the situations to Caliph and to take advices and aid armies from him. But he saw Abu Bakr is ill and is on his deathbed. But when Sayyidina Abu Bakr listened about him, he called Masna and Umar and said to them, O Umar, listen to what I say and then act on that. I think I will die today. After my death, call people before sunset to join Masna for jihad. But if I die at night, then call people in the middle of the night. No matter how big calamity falls on you, you should never be careless about your Lord's command and your deen. Demise of Messenger of Allah was a very intense and big incident which will never happen again. But you saw me at that time. If I had shown weakness at that time in the matters of Allah and His Messenger, then I would not have gained the help of Allah, and He would have punished me. At that time I lit up whole Medina with preparations of jihad. If Allah give victory to warriors who are in Sham, then send Khalid and his army back to Iraq. He understands that land. He is brave and knows how to fight Ajmis. Then on 22nd Jamadul Akhirah, 13th Hijri year, at the age of 63 years, Sayyidina Abu Bakr left this world. Sayyidina Umar looked at the body of Siddiq Akbar and then said, O Caliph of Messenger of Allah, you left this world and put Ummah in a very difficult situation. Now it is not possible that someone like you will born or even no one can reach the dust of your feet. Then the funeral prayer, Salatul Janazah of Sayyidina Abu Bakr was led by Sayyidina Umar ibn Khattab. Then Muslims gave their place to Sayyidina Umar and then he became the second Caliph of Islam. So ya Akhwani, this is for today's episode. We'll come back with the next episode on this series inshallah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept this from me and you and grant us to follow the life of His Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam and grant us to have lesson from the life of companions radhiyallahu anhum ajma'in and grant us to do a struggle for the establishment of Islam. Ameen. Fi amanillah.